What's going on, boys? I got the MLB picks for Friday, June 27th. Before I get into anything, I am not feeling too hot right now, so excuse me if I'm not very enthusiastic this video, but just a little disclaimer right there. Also, before we get into anything, if you guys could like, subscribe, and turn on those notifications so you never miss any of my videos, that'd be absolutely huge for me. It takes you guys 2 or 3 seconds, and it does wonders for me, so I'd really, really appreciate that. Also, one more quick thing. Obviously, I do have that code on Chalkboard. It's going to be SBL in all caps. I say this every single time, guys. I absolutely love Chalkboard. Chalkboard is an awesome app. Also, they did just drop esports. So if you guys are big into betting on esports, definitely go check out Chalkboard. They just put it up on like Monday, I want to say. So definitely go check that out. They've got a bunch of CS2 stuff. Just awesome plays over there. And they also have a lot of free plays, which we will actually use that to transfer into that right now. If you guys go and download the Chalkboard app and use code SBL when you're signing up, you're going to get all their free plays for every single sport, as well as esports. They have a ton of esports stuff up right now because they just dropped it, so make sure you go check that out. Also, if you do sign up with that code SBL, you're going to get a 100% deposit match up to $100 in all those green states right there, and a deposit match up to 50% in all the purple states you see right there. So obviously, ton of free plays. They're giving you guys money to sign up with their app, giving you free money to bet with, which obviously we all love that. So definitely go check out Chalkboard. I'm going to be throwing the link to Chalkboard in my description, so go check that one out for sure. Now, to get into our picks for tomorrow, I've got the full 4 slate for you guys. I like the matchups we've got going on tomorrow. So our first play is going to be Aaron Judge. We are taking him over 9.5 hitter fantasy score. The reasoning for this is I've got the stats right here. He is playing against Mitch Spence, and the last time that these two matched up, he went 4 for 5 with 2 RBIs and 1 run, which is obviously a ridiculous amount of fantasy points. That is amazing. He honestly almost actually hit that line just off of hits alone. So obviously, as you can see here, he has not been playing his best baseball that he's ever played, but I'm really not worried about it just because of his history against Mitch Spence in particular. I do really like this one. So obviously, like I just said, the one time that they have played this season already, Aaron Judge absolutely put on a show against this dude, so I expect him to do the exact same thing. So over 9.5 hitter fantasy score for Aaron Judge looks very good for me. Now, the second play we're going to get into, we're going to move pretty fast here, boys. It is actually going to be Isaac Collins. We are taking him more than 3.5 hitter fantasy score. Now, obviously, the reasoning for this being, as you can see right here, he's playing the Rockies, boys. We love betting against the Rockies. They're terrible, especially from a pitching standpoint. And on top of the fact that he is playing against the Rockies, he's playing against Kyle Freeland, which is probably my favorite pitcher in the entire league to bet against. The dude is awful, very consistently awful, I will say. The one thing he's got going for him is he's probably the most consistent player in the league just because of how bad he does every single time. And obviously, this dude's been doing pretty good. I've kind of liked taking not every team's like best batter per se, but just whoever's been very consistent. Isaac Collins, obviously, as you can see, has been very consistent against multiple different teams. 18 and 12 against Minnesota, then 6, 9, and 6 against Pitt. Just a lot of consistency right there, and also he's playing against Kyle Freeland. Kyle Freeland couldn't pitch against a little league team, so I like that play right there as our second play. Our third play is going to be Mitch Keller. We are taking him over 4.5 pitcher strikeouts. So if we click on this right here, obviously, just like Aaron Judge, his history in these last 5 games does not look super spectacular by any means, but his his 5 full career games against the Mets, he has hit this strikeout line 4 out of 5 games. He had 6 strikeouts, 7 strikeouts, 6 strikeouts, and most recently 8. So obviously he is slamming this line, particularly against the Mets, which is pretty interesting because the Mets actually do have a pretty strong batting lineup. Obviously they have Soto, they have Lindor, all those guys can bat really well. But for some reason, Mitch Keller just pitches pretty dang good against them. So I like that play a lot right there too. Over 4.5 pitcher strikeouts for Mitch Keller against the Mets. I'm very confident in that one right there. I apologize for that, boys. I had to go cough really quick. Like I said, I'm not feeling too hot right now, so didn't want to absolutely blow up your guys' eardrums or anything like that. So I apologize. But our our fourth and final play is going to be David Peterson strikeouts. Now, the reasoning for this is obviously in the first place, it's a goblin, so it's in our favor. Really, really not too worried about it at all. But the reason I like this one is because the last time he played Pittsburgh, he had 7 Ks. Now, I do have the other stats right here. So he had 7, he had 5, he had 5, he had 4. This dude has not missed this line in his entire career, only pitching against Pittsburgh. Obviously, 3 against Atlanta is not very good, but just his history against Pittsburgh in general. And obviously, Atlanta is a much better batting team than Pittsburgh, so that's not even really comparable. But yeah, so Goblin obviously already in our favor. He has not missed this line in his entire career against Pittsburgh, and his stat trend, strikeouts wise against Pittsburgh, just over time he keeps throwing more and more strikeouts against them. So I am really, really confident about this being our fourth and final play. So to recap for you guys really quickly, Aaron Judge, more than 9.5 hitter fantasy score. Like I said, this dude last time he played against Mitch Spence in particular, he absolutely lit it up. 4 for 5, 2 RBIs in a run. That is ridiculous, especially from a hitter fantasy score standpoint. So I love that one right there. Our second play being Isaac Collins, more than 3.5 hitter fantasy score. He's playing against Colorado. Not only that, but he is playing against Kyle Freeland, who is not good at all. And he's just been extremely consistent. So we're going to ride that one very, very easily. And our third play was Mitch Keller, more than 4.5 pitcher strikeouts against the Mets. He has hit this 4 out of 5 of his career games against the Mets. So I really like that play right there, as well as our last play, obviously, just said it, boys, is going to be David Peterson, more than 3.5 pitcher strikeouts on that Goblin. So really, really simple right there. He has not missed it in his entire career against Pittsburgh. So just a very simple, easy play right there. Those are going to be our 4 plays. I really, really appreciate you guys for watching. Again, I apologize. I am feeling a little bit under the weather, but we still got the video done, so super, super stoked about that. As always, the link to Chalkboard and my VIP picks are going to be down in the description, so make sure you guys go check those out. And again, if you boys could like, subscribe, and turn on those notifications so you never miss my videos, that would be absolutely sick. But other than that, I'm all done. So thank you, boys. I will see you tomorrow.